Hello. In this unit, we're going to talk about how to fight for your commission effectively. Now, I wouldn't say you have to fight for it all the time, but there will come times where somebody's trying to throw you under the bus and make it seem like you're the greedy jerk because the deal can't get done because you need to get paid. Now, there's two ways to effectively fight for your commission. The first way is to switch your numbers around. Take it as yield spread premium, or take it on the back and try to make it up as SRP if you don't have to show yield spread premium if you're a bank. That's one way to do it. The second way to do it is to quite effectively disarm the realtor or the people talking about it. What you need to do is tell them what you're going to charge up front. When I sit down at a closing table with somebody, I say, Mr. and Mrs. Such and Such, I charge a 1% origination fee on this loan, and that's the money I'm going to make from you. And that's how we keep in business. And I just want you to be upfront and understand how these things work. And some people will say, well, do you have no fee, no cost loans? Yes, we do. Sometimes they can cost a little bit more than the no cost loans, but yes, we do offer no fee, no cost loans. And they'll look at you funny and say, what do you mean they cost more? Well, let me explain to you how loan officers make their money. And then I'll explain to them how loan officers make their money on the front and on the back. And I give them a choice. I say, either way, you can pay 1%. You can either pay a 1/4% or a 0.5% more on interest rate, or on the flip side, you can just pay it as an exact fee. And this is how it all works out. And that's how we feel it's fair. You know, the realtors might make 3.5% on each side for a total of 6 or 7% between two agents. We make 1%. We're a really good deal compared to, some of the other things that go on in this transaction. Loan officers are typically the least part of the transactional cost. And if I just simply minimize my role and maybe make the realtor seem a little bit greedy, that can usually get me out of the trap. So, if I just simply focus on the fact that I'm only making 1% on this loan. Now, let's be honest here. There are times where if I get my full origination, I'm going to turn around and take another point on the back. But since I'm a bank, I don't have to show that information, and I'll just take it. But if you can't, you can't. Try to use your wisdom and intelligence and just know that every deal is different and things are going to go down different. If I had a perfect system for being able to win commission every single time, I would. Whatever you do, more than anything, don't do a free deal. If you do a free deal for a realtor, they will not respect you, just like the people won't respect you. I've learned this, and this is just the absolute God's own truth, and I can't explain to you why it is. The less people pay for something, the less they respect it, and that is so true. There's so many deals where I gave away an almost free deal, and they hated my guts by the end of it. And other deals where they paid through the nose, and by the fact that they paid through the nose, they put some commitment into it, and they respected the job I did, and they even gave me referrals. So if you undercharge, people will respect you less. If you charge exactly what you feel that you're worth, and if you can show that and justify that, people will feel comfortable, feel that you're a professional, and give you referrals. It's just the God's own truth. And it has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do with the psychology of value, of the fact that people perceive that somebody that is paid well for what they do, but doesn't exploit them, has value. And if you can build value into your position and show why you do what you do and why you're worth what you're worth, what you'll find is that your business will grow, you'll make money, and you won't have to do free deals and have to swallow it every single time a realtor tries to stick it to you and say that you're being overpaid and it's really your fault that the deal isn't going to close. Now, the next CD, we're going to talk about generating realtor bait, how to create a way of appealing to realtors and getting them to start sending you business, different systems that we can put into place for them to try to make it so that we can be compatible with what they're trying to achieve in their business. So let's go on to the next CD, which is generating realtor bait.